Ever since I lost my job, people keep asking me the same question. So, what's the plan? Well, today I'm going to show you. Just don't expect some secret productivity hack. Because let me tell you, it's a lot more boring than that.
Good morning, y'all. Current time is 5 a.m. One thing about me is I'm so used to waking up at 5 a.m. I don't need motivation. I stopped relying on that years ago. The reason I wake up this early, even though I don't have a 9 to 5, is because if I wake up later around 9, 10, 11, hit the gym, then I feel like my whole day is gone when I get home. So I built this routine that works for me and I think works for a lot of people. But I know it's hard, especially if you're not used to it. But the cool thing about waking up early is you're already steps ahead of other people that's sleeping for a few more hours and you're already getting your day started. So, enough talking. Let's get to work. All right, y'all. Just got to the gym. Nothing new. One thing about me that a lot of you guys may or may not know is I've always been consistent at the gym. Whether I have money, whether I'm broke, I've always been consistent. And the reason why is I don't let motivation determine me showing up every day. Going to the gym has just become my morning routine. It's part of my uh, plan, I guess, day plan. Is that how you say it? It's part of my schedule, okay? And to me, going to the gym is like brushing your teeth. You don't skip a day without brushing your teeth, or I hope you don't. I also feel whether you're broke or not, one thing you can always control is your fitness, your health. So I've always made the gym my priority. To me, the gym is a non-negotiable. I can be tired, I can be drunk, hungover. Unless I come down with a terrible fever, I'm showing up to the gym. I don't care. And I think that kind of mindset of me having that, I need to have it, whether it's in my business, relationships, whatever. You got to go all in. Take example, you getting out of shape. It took you maybe 2, 3 years, right, of just eating whatever. So what makes you think you can get back into shape in 2 to 3 months after putting crap, eating terrible your whole life? And that reminds me of this janitor at my old school. His name was Rick. And he may look like a biker, but somehow he was the smartest guy in the room.
Kid, everyone wants to highlight reels, but nobody wants to reruns. You think success is exciting? Most of it is just a Tuesday.
Thanks, Janitor Rick. Now, let's go crush this workout. All right, guys. So, just showered at my desk. Before I even have breakfast, I look at my numbers from yesterday, even though I kind of already know if I've had any sales or not just by looking at my phone. However, this is when I start running reports, seeing how well we did beyond just the sales, how many clicks, how many, I don't know, all that stuff. And from this point, depending on the day, what I have to get done. So it could be either working on ads, creatives. Sometimes I have to answer a customer. An example is yesterday, somebody from Oakland messaged me asking me if I had a physical store because he was in a rush to go to Guatemala. And unfortunately, I did have to tell him, no, we don't have a physical store. But if he came back, he was still interested. If he had any questions, let me know. So things like that. Also dealing with suppliers. My suppliers are from overseas, so obviously the time zone difference could be a factor. And again, sometimes it's just me rewriting ad copy because maybe the lad ad was a flop, so I have to redo it. Just general things like that. Let me know if you want me to talk more about my business. I know some of you guys aren't really into business or this stuff doesn't really excite you, but maybe somebody out there is actually interested. Even though I'm nowhere near where I want to be, I'm definitely a lot further than where I was a year ago. Let me know. If you ask me what I really do, there's not really a job title for it. I just do whatever needs to be done. Then after this, of course, I'm going to make breakfast, look at job applications. I do get LinkedIn emails sent to me all the time. I do apply to the ones that I feel is the best fit. They have what I want. I have what they want. Pretty much, I would love a remote job so I can use that time to commute and reinvest it into this business or this YouTube channel. But at this point, I'm willing to take something at least close by, 30-minute commute or less. But obviously, the shorter, the better. And I will be honest with you guys, I'm so passionate about this business and I'm getting back into being passionate about YouTube. I should be studying my interview questions. I have it all laid out. It's just with this business, it's like, okay, this failed. What if I tried this? Or, okay, this is working. What if we did a different variation of this? And to me, it's very exciting. However, I need money flowing in, so I need to start practicing these jobs. Because even though I'm sending dozens of jobs, applications every few days, I'm not going to say every day because I'm working on this stuff, but it's going to take one person or one recruiter to hit me up like, hey, we want to sit down and talk with you, or 15-minute phone screening. And then I'll be like, oh crap, I should have studied those interview questions that I've had done months ago and I just need to practice it. So I need to get on that. I'm trying to get better at that, but building your own business, watching it grow is just so much fun. And hopefully one day I can call my 9 to 5. And of course, I wish it was right now so I don't have to deal with these job interviews, applications. But hey, it is what it is. We can't complain, right? We just gotta keep going. And again, guys, I eat the same thing every day. You guys are gonna get bored of it. But hey, I'm just documenting my life. I know the calories, the macros, and I switched from a fast food lifestyle. I have it once in a while with friends, but I made a rule to myself, if I'm at home, I'm not gonna eat fast food or junk food or any of that. It's all gonna be clean, micronutrients, get your vitamins and minerals in. So it's all the same thing. But what I've learned is success is boring. Repetition is key. Discipline. Nobody talks about them applying to their 100 job applications. Nobody talks about how they changed their meta ads for the 10th time. Nobody talks about sitting in the room editing for hours. But that's what rebuilding actually looks like. Anyways, guys, I am hungry. Let's make some food. I know this looks like slop, but it's really good, really healthy. Same thing as last video, but more in detail. I don't like to eat junk food. I like to keep it clean, especially when I eat at home. We got broccoli, carrots, chicken breasts, salmon for those omega-3s, have an avocado all the way down there somewhere, kimchi for probiotics. I like to alternate kimchi and sauerkraut just because I think every time I eat both, I think that's too much. And then when you have too much, you get a lot of gas. You don't want that. And then an egg for more protein. And also, what's the benefit of eggs again? Something about the yolk, healthy fats. There you go. This is typically what I normally have. Again, same thing, different day. Seasoning, pink salt, pepper, garlic powder, turmeric, and Italian seasoning. Like I said, same day. Wait. Different day, same food, same setup. And like I said, guys, this is all on purpose. I know some of you guys are like, oh, I can't eat the same thing every day. For me, I can. Just knowing all the calories, the macros that I'm putting inside my body, it's just, when I eat the same thing, it's just one less thing to stress about. If I'm eating something different every day, okay, how many calories is this? Am I getting enough protein? And then when I weigh it out with the scale, I have to think about, okay, how many grams is this, is that? It's just too much, guys. It's just too much. Oh, yeah, guys. And if you guys are wondering what kind of scale I just got a cheap $20 one on Amazon. I don't know what this is called, but it's linked in my website still. So go to bringyourstress.com/recommendations. Again, $20. If you want a fancy one, you can get that, but this will do. It is kind of plasticky, so this is probably like my 10th one, but they last for a long time. I've just been doing this for so long. Normal wear and tear. Sometimes I accidentally drop it for some reason and then gotta buy a new one. It is what it is. And of course, my old coworker, he doesn't believe in any of this stuff. He just reads all the bro science stuff online.
Bro, you're eating that again? That's the same thing you ate last time.
It's called consistency.
More like eating the same thing 4 things in a row is what it's called.
You know what? You do you, and we'll do us. How's that sound?
Okay, whoa, see yourself. I'm gonna get a protein bar and an energy drink. See ya.
And the reason why I keep showing you the same thing over and over is because I'm taking the same mindset, the same mentality, whether it's the gym, food, and applying it to my business, YouTube. I said this earlier, but people don't get fat overnight. So don't expect results overnight as well. You have to go to the gym every single day, not for months, but for years to see results. And it's the same thing with business. You have to put in little work every single day. Even if you don't see the results right away, just know you're planting the seed. And it's the same thing with YouTube. I put out 100 and so many videos, I lost count, but I knew if I just kept going, the results will eventually come. I'm taking that same mindset with fitness and nutrition and applying it to the rest of my life. And that's something for you guys to consider as well. Whether you guys want to turn your hobby into a full-time career or, I don't know, whatever your dream is, it's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. All right, going to eat this, and I'll see you in the next clip. Even though my days do seem busy, the voices in my head, they still go on. Maybe I should just take a job. Maybe YouTube is too late. What if my business never becomes what I hoped? Most importantly, what if I'm wasting another year? Even though every single day I'm grinding, I'm talking nights, weekends, there's not no results yet, but not enough to make this a full-time job. Even months of work, hours, money spent on ads. The scary part isn't failing. The scary part is spending another year chasing something that may or may not happen. Nobody handed me this routine. I had to build it on my own because I needed something to hold on to. I can't control when my life changes, but I can only control what I do today.
So, that's the plan. Not because it's exciting, because it's the only plan that gives me a chance. Apply today, train today, work on my business today, film today, eat right today, go on bed on time today. You know what I'm saying? I can't control when my life changes. I can only control what I do today. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. But sitting there doing nothing definitely won't. I'll see you next week.
Nobody claps for the boring days, but they're the only ones that add up.